Okay, this is Eric Linwood back with you with more self-elevated EDF/spring power universal exoskeleton armor updates. And oh yeah, they turned out excellent. I did go with a singles jointed spring knee on this one. It's just because I didn't want to do double jointed because I already have spring tension in this shifting thigh plate, and as it bend my leg and it pulls this plate down, it builds tension in this spring, which you receive that pressure in your thigh muscles that basically move the lower extremity of your leg. Okay, it's fine and it's good. It's not too much spring for the body to react to, but if I was to do a double jointed knee, then it would, because the simple fact is that I already have spring in the actual shifting thigh plate. Now, mind you, I can also go with a semi-fixed knee joint on the outside, and that's what it's gonna do. Is it's gonna add more protection in this area. If I was to go with a semi-fixed knee joint, which I was thinking about doing it, that's gonna be later on if I do, but I do have to get more materials to do that. Now, you'll also notice that I went with the 3-axis hip joint. The reason why I did with the 3-axis hip joint is because, for one, on a mechanical aspect, for a supporting weight, it's not as flexible as the spring, but I got it right with the dynamics of the 3-axis to where I get all the free range of motion in the hip. So I didn't have a problem. And the thing is my 3-axis hip joint, when it comes to the hip, it transfers weight to the ground better and more mechanically sound for as anything that's on your back. And then also with the axis directly to the hip there, I can opt to put a motor here. And that goes back into when I was saying for the heavy duty, the only thing I would want to do is a power hip. And that's something, the only thing that I would even think about powering is the hip, but I would want it to go in a neutral setting in case I lose battery power. That way I can still move around. And that's just so you put the power hip on it so you can sling the weight of the whole leg. Okay, I can still put a slip jointed spring in there, but I'm gonna test it and see what is going on, because what the thing is just weight characteristics. That's another reason why I opted not to put the steel plates on there right now, but I got the knee plates on there, and it's literally those two holes. It's the same, and you can just literally bolt it on there, and then you can get the knee protection. Or if you want it to be lighter and more mobile, you might opt not to use the knee protection. But at the same time, is when you're looking out on a commercial or mass production level with the right materials that I really want to build it out, which would be like Kevlar, the weight would go down significantly, like half the weight, and then you would be able to do, like, say a composite hybrid, to where it's like AR steel or a titanium that's basically wrapped in a composite like Kevlar, and that would make the knee pad even lighter. I will also want to go with a composite thigh plate, just basically the plate that shows the mechanical aspect and shows that actual suit function. But I wanted to go with the composite, basically thigh plate too, also, to where it's, like I said, it's a hybrid, to where it's maybe a titanium plate with the ceramic and the composite, and then with another, like I said, AR steel or titanium plate on top. I'm more banking towards titanium, but at the same time, on a production level, the AR steel will still be cheaper. So that's a give and take. But the thing is, with titanium, it's got about the same property weights as the aluminum, which is lighter than the steel, but stronger than the steel. So that's the thing. You're looking at weight versus cost and things of that nature when you're going with that aspect. Okay. Same thing with the front shin plate. I would probably go with a composite, where it's, like I said, it's the metal, the composite material with the metal or ceramic. That's something that I would just have to play with once I get to a more production stage. Also, and then another thing is I want to do some heavy modifications to the belt. I want to do a softer belt in the inside. I'm going to put a better belt. This is what I had for demo to see if it functioned. But I'll put the better belt on the front with the rounded tip when I get further down, or basically start the modifications to the belt. Because like I said, I wanted to replace this inner belt here with a load carrying belt like what you would have on a camping backpack. It's thick. It's got the foam in there. And the reason for that is that, and out of the whole exoskeleton, the way it supports weight, I mean, from head to toe, this is the only area that I've been feeling pressure in. And it's just on the pelvis area. It's because it's your basis, your center of gravity. All your weight shifts there. If you look at like the therapeutic bed commercials and stuff, and it tells you when you lay, all the pressure from your whole body, 80%, so 60% of it pressure is around in this area. And I'm having that same thing go on with this suit. For as my whole body, for as the way it dynamically acts with the suit, that's where I'm feeling the pressure, and which is a normal thing. It's literally how the human body functions. So can't do nothing about that. Only thing I could do is just make it more comfortable. Also, you will notice that I put the clips in here, and you notice I put them on the outside. I could have put them in the inside and hit them, but it wouldn't have pulled the thigh plates all the way together tight like I wanted them. And then also I could have sandwiched them in between, but this is the thing. If I was to break one of them, or if it was sheared or cut while I was in the field, if I would have sandwiched it in between, I would have to take the whole thigh plate apart. But with it bolted outside like that, if I was to shear that and cut it off, well, so I got this in my hand, just keep your little extra roll. Now, if you want to get very technical, you can actually pre-measure, pre-cut, and poke the holes in there, and have you a couple of little extra ones in your backpack. That way, if you do break them, you could but it's not an easy thing to break. I was just looking at every worst case scenario, and you would just be able to just unbolt that one bolt, put the new scrapping piece on, bolt it back together, and move on your way. But like I said, if I sandwich it in the plate, you got to do a lot more changes than one bolt. I mean, all these bolts will have to come out so you can separate the plate. Okay, so that's a good feature, I would think. Okay, and yeah, everything's functioning good, as you could tell. You see that, how I went to bend the knee, how it shifted up, and then when I bend it down, I shift back up, bend it, shift down. Well, I'm holding the camera with one hand, so sorry about that. But basically, that's the idea. You see that? How it just shifts, and basically, instead of you having that gap right there between the knee pad and the thigh, that plate compensates for that. And then when you stand back up straight, it just self-rights. It's basically automatic when you walk. But like I said, when I got the springs in here, I had to go with the single spring joint. That way it won't be too much spring tension on the leg, because you still got to be mobile, you know. And then also, if you want to more stability, you can also do a semi-fixed knee in the inside of the leg too, which right here, and you will be able to do it, basically connect it to, let me see, the lower plate here to this lower plate, which I plan on when I get it, because I'm supposed to get this welded anyway. I got a tack weld there, and I still got to add the spring in there and the spring in that side, but I still got to tack weld that tube down there, my sliding mechanism. But also, this is aluminum plate too, so when I probably go get that tacked, or if I tack it myself, I'm probably gonna look into tacking maybe about a 2-inch plate there, just to get more protection in the inner thigh, and the same down here, which we'll have to do it to the aluminum plate also, and I add that extra protection in there, and that'll completely encapsulate your calf muscle, excuse me. But everything's looking good, and I still want to harder end up the system before I actually put it on and field test it. I know it works. I can actually put it on now, and I can move around in it, but I don't want to stress this until I weld it, which the knee pad is pinning it down, and it's not going to come up. But I just still, like I said, I would like to actually weld it there before I actually start doing testing the suit. And I also got my other lightweight suit that I was putting the thigh plates off of the heavy duty, because it's basically just the heavy duty rebuild, if you could tell. It's the same boots, it's the same front shin plate, same back plate. I added the pad. It didn't have the pad in the heavy duty. And then, like I said, if you want to, you can have the knee pads or not the heavy duty knee pad. It just all depends on the mission, or in general, once I go, like I said, to the Kevlar, I can get the weight quality down of the suit, and basically have even better protection with the Kevlar. Like I said, just a prototype, and that would allow me to make that knee pad at a weight to where it wouldn't really affect the suit, because like I said, once you do that material change, the whole suit will lose weight. That's what I have for you for right now. I'm gonna do a little bit more things, and then maybe shoot another video for about what I'm gonna do with the belt. But for now, this is what I got, and it's working good. I was afraid too, also, that when I did do the single joint, because I took the heavier removable piece down there, that the single joint wouldn't hold it. But once I attached the knee plate, the knee pad to the actual thigh plate, it actually, it's actually more sturdy than a double jointed knee joint. So that's cool. But if you could still tell, the foot's turned in. So I say it's extreme flexibility. You basically can do whatever you want, dance, whatever you want to do in the suit. But in general, it's for protection. But all in all, 100 over 100. It looks good. I'm not having any worries at all, and I'm actually pretty impressed and liking it. And like I said, it's a simple thing. It's not hard. Pop the clips. You see how it just opens up for you? There you go. Throw your leg up in there, slide your boot in there, crank it down with the crank scraps, pin it back up, clip it in. I got one hand right now, so yeah. But yeah, this is Eric Glenwood, and I'll be back with you with more self-elevated EDF/spring power universal exoskeleton armor updates. Thank you. Have a good day, night, or evening.